When struggling with anxiety, sometimes you might have invisible symptoms. You are just like, okay, there are some symptoms that you know that this is a symptom of anxiety. For example, racing heart, intrusive thoughts. I talk about them many times in this channel, panic attacks, feelings of unreality. But there are some that you are not even aware that you are actually having this symptom. It's when someone mentions it, or you are reading a book, or you're doing your research about anxiety, you're realizing, so even this is a symptom of anxiety. They're actually invisible symptoms. So I'm going to mention 3 that I actually struggle with. You may also be struggling with it without knowing that this is actually anxiety. The first one is grinding your teeth or clenching your jaw. Like the muscles around the jaw are just tight. Like most of the time you're just like this, or you can actually be grinding your teeth all the time. That's a symptom of anxiety. Another one is feeling very tired. You are sleeping the whole night, but you wake up very tired, like you had been hit by a train. That's also another symptom of, it's not just the normal tiredness, it's actually chronic fatigue. That's another symptom of anxiety. That's another invisible symptom of anxiety that you may not know that you're struggling with. Another one is people pleasing. I had no boundaries when I was struggling with anxiety. When sometimes I could go overboard. When someone asked me for money, even if I didn't have it, I'm gonna give. Like I was people pleasing. Something that I'm supposed to say no, I'm gonna say yes, because in my mind I was like, what if something happens to me? What if I faint? What if anxiety overwhelms me? Who is going to help me if it's not these people? So I have to people please. I have to do some things that I could have said no. So you end up having no boundaries. You end up people pleasing a lot because in your mind you're like, what if something happens to me? These are the people that are gonna help. Personally, that's how I used to think. Also, it's always a form of hiding something. You don't want people to know that you are struggling. You are hiding anxiety in a form of always saying yes. You don't want to be the bad person. So those are the 3 invisible symptoms that I struggled with when I was still in the fight or flight mode.